Alright, hello guys, FlyBoy Chapter here. So today I'm going to give you guys a quick overview of what I've been working on a lot recently. I have been obviously flying X-Plane for a while now with Dennis Byers. If you guys know him on YouTube, go follow him, Captain Dennis on YouTube, awesome guy. So he and I have been flying a lot recently, and so I just wanted to share some things with you because I know I haven't shared much at all with you guys. So I'm going to share you a quick demonstration on X-Plane. So here we go. Hopefully you guys can see my screen. I'm obviously doing this with YouTube, which is not YouTube, with Zoom, which I really like. So I'm going to, just for easy keeps here, I am going to bring it to about, I don't know, 3:30 today, weather serious, just to make it easy, quick and easy for everybody. And we're going to be at Chester County Airport. So I'm going to go through the checklist, how to check a Cessna 172, and do a quick pattern work and land, and then how to end the checklist. So with the checklist, I have a Cessna 172 Papa checklist, although we're not using a Cessna 172 Papa, a P version, but the checklist is close enough. And I'm also using this checklist based off of the Civil Air Patrol's checklist, which is awesome. Okay, so this will just take a minute or two. While this is running, I am going to go ahead and pull up the picture of the checklist. So here's the checklist. Very simple. We're not going to use anything much on the first page except the start engine, taxi before run up. That's pretty much what we'll spend most of the time with the checklist. So here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit the picture with the markup feature on the edit, and I'm just going to go through and check things off as we go. Alright. So I'm just going to go ahead and say we're not going to use anything here. Yeah, nothing here. Start off with the engine checklist. This plane, I do not have a primer, so we're going to skip that right off the bat. Carburetor heat, I do not have a carburetor heat knob, so I'm just going to put on the pitot heat and the fuel pump. And we'll start off with that. We'll just work our way through that list straight down, and that's pretty much it. And then I'll do a quick pattern, show you some radio contacts, and with, hopefully if it works, with VATSIM. VATSIM is my online version of X-Plane 11, so I can actually talk to real people and stuff. I don't know if anybody's actually going to be listening, so but if nobody's listening, or even if this cuts off, I'll still communicate just so you guys get the feel of what it's like. So this is, that's not the right button. That's not supposed to happen. Okay. So this is a Cap Cessna that I fly, technically speaking. That's exactly what it looks like, except the wheel wells. I don't have wheel wells. But that's what a Cap Cessna plane looks like. This is a Cessna 172. So we're at Chester County Geo Carson Airport. We are going to do a quick pattern just around this airport. So we are currently at, I guess, run up 9. And we're going to taxi up to the runway pad, do a couple last checklists, pull into runway 29, take off, go crosswind, left downwind, base, final, lands, and park at the same spot. That's all we're going to do. So, starting off the checklist now. Checklist, back to checklist, is throttle is 1/8 of an inch open. I'm going to keep this thing just completely pulled back just for now, so we're good with that. Next is mixture. Put your mixture rich all the way in. Flashing beacon, nav lights, and for this I'm also going to put my strobe light on. My propeller is obviously clear because there's nobody here. I am going to go ahead and put my master switch on. Make sure you can hear it. Good, I start hearing the fan, and then you're good to put on both, and then start it. Okay. Now we got the plane all started. Just double check everything. They look good. Good. Go back down. Throttle, bring it up to 800 RPM to 1000 RPM. This is your RPM right here. So just slowly bring that up until we get to, I'm going to do 900, just put it in the middle. Oil pressure check. This over here is your oil pressure. And we're in the green. So we're good there. Starter, check if it's disengaged. It is now in disengaged. Avionics power switch. This is where the fun begins. So this is all your avionics over here on the right side. I'm going to work with this in a couple seconds. So, radios are turned on. COM 1 is on. I'm going to leave COM 2 off for a second. Alright, taxi lights as required. I'm not going to use taxi lights. Let's get that. Radios are good. Flaps are all up. Altimeter, or no, sorry, AWAS. So this is going to be AWAS. AWAS is, I see, get out of there. Okay, AWAS is 126.25 for Chester County, and how I know that is it says so right here in details. AWAS is 126.25. So we're going to record the AWAS.
Chester Kogio Carlson Information Juliet 2000 Zulu weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 19,500 scattered, 34,500 scattered, temperature 13, dew point -15.
Okay.
Altimeter 2992.
2992.
Arriving runway 29.
Stand on
Departing
29.
runway 29. Advise
That's
on
pretty much
initial
all.
contact you have Juliet.
So then we're going to stay on 122.7 for Chester County's Unicom frequency. Is that correct? Unicom frequency is 122.7. Altimeter is 2992. So let's just go ahead and put in the altimeter while we're here. 2992. It's already set and ready to go. Alright, now that we're in there, I'm going to turn on VATSIM. Connect. Connect. It probably won't last too long due to my frames per second in the top left corner so low. I'm going to turn this on. Let's keep it at 1200 now. Okay. All that is now copied. Altimeter is good. Okay, so now we're good to taxi. So I'm going to make a taxi call, and remember I am Cap 3728 Skyhawk. That is my call sign. I'm not using the tail number. I'm using my call sign as Cap 3728 Skyhawk. So I'm going to say Chester County traffic, Cap 3728 Skyhawk is taxiing from the signature ramp to run-up pad 29 Chester County. That's all I'm going to say. So, Chester County traffic, Cap 3728 Skyhawk is on signature ramp taxiing to run-up pad 29 Chester County. And that's it. I don't think anybody's actually listening in, but if they were, that's what they would hear. I am speaking on live radio though. Yeah, there's nobody really close to me except one guy, but that's like miles from here. So we have nothing to worry about. So I'm going to go ahead and taxi to runway, or run-up pad 29. This smaller building right here on my right side, that is the signature building of Chester County. It's funny because even that trailer is accurate down to the color, which is really pretty. Alright, one thing different about Chester County is these fuel trucks are not just driving everywhere, they're all parked, or busy. I mean, they're not all just doing circles, obviously. So this is Taxiway Alpha, going to run-up pad 29. So now we're doing the taxi checklist where we just test the brakes. We're good on the brakes. Cool, let's get that in vents and stuff because we don't need that. Attitude indicator. is good. Turn indicator is good. HI compass is good. So that's why you just do a little bit of S turns on the ground. You check your compass, you check all that stuff, your attitude indicator. So we're all good with that. So once we get to the run-up pad, we will do the run-up checklist. Just a little bit. Okay. Come to a complete stop in the run-up pad. This is the run-up pad. So I'm just going to get to the very edge in case if anybody does happen to hop on. Dennis actually might hop on, which would be pretty cool. Just get this thing turned around. Okay, good. Brake. And then parking brake. Okay, so parking brake set. Good. Seatbelts and harnesses, check. Cabin doors are closed, good. Flight controls free and correct. So I'm going to look to the left side. Good. Go to the right side. Let's see if you can see it. There you go. So that one's moving. And then look at the back. Yes, that moves. So we're all good. Flight controls are free and correct. Flight instruments, double check are good. I'm going to move you down just a little bit. There we go. Set you to that. Altimeter, I'm going to drop you just a little bit. Oh my gosh. There we go. I'm going to keep you there. Just gives me an easier estimate here. Mixture is still rich. Good. Fuel selectors on both. Elevator and trim is set for takeoff. Good. Throttle, bring it up to 1700 RPM. Which is just a little more than halfway on the throttle. 1700 RPM was check. Check your. Okay, that's in the green. That's in the green. This is in the green. Those are in the green. This is alive. So now you check your magneto. It drops 100. Bring it back up. Goes back up 100. Drop it twice, goes down 100, up twice, goes back up 100, and you are good. Cut your throttle back down to idle. So, believe it or not, we just did all of that. So now, go to the next one here. You got strobe lights, pulse lights, and stuff. I am going to, my strobe light's on for this. I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to turn that on as well. Just for keepsakes, just keep everything safe. Radios are set, transponder is set. Autopilot's off, flaps are 10, okay. Primer's good, carburetor, okay, so we are good to go. I'm not going to take the time, and parking brake is going to come off in just a second, so that's it. So now I'm going to come up to the hold short lines of runway 29 and make another call before we take off. So you guys, I already told you what we're planning on doing is take off, do a pattern, come back down, full stop land, park at run up 10, I think it was 10 or 11, and I'll show you the shut off, and then that'll be it, and then you will subscribe and you will like this video, just saying. That's what will happen. Oh goodness. Obviously I do not have a yoke or pedals, so I'm using the mouse. Blame me, I know, but I don't have any. Okay, so we are currently coming up to the hold short lines here. Stop. I came that just a little past it, but that's okay because it's not drastic. Okay, stop. So I'm going to make another call. Chester County traffic, Cap 3720 Skyhawk is departing runway 29, staying in the pattern, Chester County. That's it. Chester County traffic, Cap 3728 Skyhawk is departing runway 29, staying in the pattern, Chester County. Done. So I know everything's clear because this map shows you a live view of everything and nobody's even remotely close to my airport. But they could be listening in. That's what I do. Even while I do homework, I listen into the airport and just listen and see if anybody's on. Once I get in the air, though, I am going to switch to a radio frequency for New York Center to find out if any planes are coming in, because that did happen last time. I just want to make sure everything's good to go before I land. So now I'm going to go full throttle and take off. I'm going to take off to 1,600 feet and level off. So instruments are in the green and the airspeed is now alive. So I'm going to pull back at 65, 65 and climb at 75. Pull back, climb at 75. Climb at 75 knots is what I'm saying. So right now I'm climbing at 80, so I'm pull back just a little bit more. Maybe I can get 75. Try to keep the same heading here. Once I get to 1,600 feet, that's it. Chester County traffic, Cap 3728 Skyhawk has departed runway 29, staying in the pattern, Chester County. So that's just letting everybody else know that I have successfully taken off. Takeoff checklist is not complete, so now I'll go to the before landing checklist. Once I get to 1,600 feet, and once I get down to the left downwind leg, I'll start doing the before landing checklist. Almost 1,600 feet now. Look at that, beautiful. Okay, level off, and make my left turn onto the crosswind leg. Chester County traffic, Cap 3728 Skyhawk is crosswind for runway 29, full stop Chester County. So I bring my RPM down to 2200 RPM, and then I level off. Okay, let's just go south. Yep. Alright, and now I make my left downwind leg. Chester County traffic, Cap 3728 Skyhawk is left downwind for runway 29, full stop Chester County. Before landing checklist, seatbelts are good, fuel selector still on both, carburetor heat I don't have it, autopilot airspeed, wings, flaps, airspeed, trim, adjust, touchdown, okay, I'll quit. There's more to do in my pop-up version than this plane. This plane is pretty much set and ready to go for me. I'm going to cut my throttle back to now 200 RPM. Flaps to 10%, and I'm going to be descending at about 300 to 400, 500 feet per minute. While I do this, I'm going to turn on my New York Center. Just listen in here if I hear anything about Chester County.
New York Center, Jet 427, we are ready to taxi. 427, call New York Departures, 128.12. 128.12 for JetBlue 427.
Alright, drop this. I'm going to go onto my base leg here. Chester County traffic, Cap 3720 Skyhawk is on base for runway 29, full stop Chester County. I don't need that anymore. Flaps to under 20%, cut throttle. Now I am on base, and I'm about ready to go on to final short base. Chester County traffic, Cap 3720 Skyhawk is on the final for runway 29, Chester County. I'm still going slower than I want, but I'm still pretty high. Now I'm at full flaps, and I'm far. This is sketchy here. There we go. Now I am also fighting the wind, so I also did that to have more time to drop altitude. So that's why I also took the base leg a little long. Pull back. Pull back, even more. I'm gliding. There we go. Butter. No stall alarm, but that's good. Flaps up. Apply just a little bit of brakes here. Alright, and then I exit runway 29. Then I make a stop right after I pass these alarms. Stop. Chester County traffic. Cap 3728 Skyhawk is clear of the active 29 Chester County. So now I am clear. I do my after landing checklist. Wing flaps are up. Carb heat is now cold. Yes. Lights as required. Sure, I'll turn on taxi lights for fun of it. Mixture, lean it. And turn this off. Yeah. Flying. He's not up here. Okay. And sorry about that. So now I'm clear to park the plane. Just gonna make a sharp right turn here. So that's if I wanted to go back and do another pattern, which I'm not. I'm just going to park within this little area back here where I started at. I'm just trying to level myself out here. Okay, so I'm good. Securing aircraft. Brake is set. Good. Transponder. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. LT 121.5 confirmed not active. So 121.5 is not active right now because it's highlighted, but that is the emergency mayday frequency if I needed. Avionics power switch turn off. Magnetos check for ground is the tricky part. So you turn this off and then turn it back on once you hear the prop stop. Before you hear it stop. Okay. Check for ground good. Mixture. Now you make this the cutoff point. And that stops your prop because it cuts off all the fuel going to the engine. Stereo cockpits. Now turn the ignition switch off. So now you can turn this thing to the off position. Master switch off. But before I do that, I'm just going to make sure I turn all this stuff off. Master switch off. Now technically the plane is off. Control avionics lock. I don't have that. Parking brake turn off. Turn the brake on. Fuel selector. I'm going to put it to the left. Okay, and that is it. So now you do the most important thing of flying a Cessna 172 and X-Plane. Open that compartment, click on bobblehead, close the compartment, look at the bobblehead, and love it till your heart stops beating. Then you open the door, leave the plane, and go, wow, that's a beautiful plane. Because that is a wonderful plane. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this short 25-minute, 26, 27-minute video. I hope you guys like it. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.